So I wanted to hop on here and make a better video explaining what happened today and why I didn't have surgery. I did take a value earlier, just a half of one, because my anxiety was really bad. And the doctor wanted me to bring in the bottle and wait till I got there to take it, so that's what I did. I do not take it very often, usually only when I travel. So it's the same prescription I've had for a while. But anyway, it makes me very sleepy. So when I got home, I could barely keep my eyes open. And I had to take a nap, and I just woke up. So I'm still groggy, and we'll probably be going back to sleep here soon. So anyway, as you've probably seen in my other videos, I do have the basal cell skin cancer here. Let me see if I can get closer. If you can see it, the swelling has went down quite a bit, but they marked it all off, numbed it, did the betadine stuff. I think that's what it was called. My face was all orange, and the doctor came in and talked to me. I had tried to mentally prepare myself for having this procedure today. It is not my first time having it. I've had Mohs surgery 2 other times. I've had it on my neck, and I've had melanoma and a big section on my back, but this one was on my face. So what the doctor had told me was that being in the location that it was, that I would have a pretty significant incision with stitches and a scar, which I had tried to mentally prepare myself for. What I wasn't prepared for is for him to tell me that in that location, although it's rare, it's a possibility that he could get a nerve that would paralyze that side of my face. And I asked him, is that something that could get better over time? And he said no. If that happens, it would be permanently paralyzed, meaning my face be droopy, my mouth be droopy, all the nerves and everything that controls that side of my face would be permanently paralyzed. I was not expecting to hear that. It frightened me a lot. And I know they have to tell you everything that can go wrong. I was not expecting to hear that. My anxiety was already getting the best of me, and I had not even taken my Valium at that point. All I could do was cry. I cried, and tears were just running down my face, and that's when he presented me with the other option of SRT, where I could go through radiation instead. The percentage of cure rate was only like 1% less. They had me talk to a radiologist. She came in and talked to me. And, it just seemed like the better option. There's hardly minimal downtime. There's not really any scarring. They took me into the room to show me the machine. And it's kind of like when you go to the dentist office and they put that little round thing there and do like an x-ray of your teeth, So it would go right in that spot. She said it lasts like roughly 45 seconds. And then that was it. I would do that for about 3 or 4 times a week for 6 weeks. It would be 20 treatments. And I know that a few other people that had commented on my video yesterday had went through that and was happy with their decision to do that. So after thinking about it and crying about it, I just decided that maybe that was the best option for me. I don't know if that was the right decision. I'm still nervous about it. I'm still emotional about it. But, yeah, Just the thought of, of course, having a big incision is not ideal. But then, the thought of it paralyzing your face is scary. It can all be scary, right? So, yeah, they do an ultrasound every time, and then to make sure that they got it all. So, I guess, after asking questions, my thought is they will be able to tell after so many treatments if the treatments are working, if the radiation is working, if it's getting smaller. And then maybe after, so many, if it's still there, then I can do the Mohs surgery. Maybe by then it will be smaller. They'll be able to see how much it's shrinking. And then if I do the Mohs surgery, then they'll know how much more they need to take, or they won't need to take as much, is kind of my thinking. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I made the right decision. I feel like I did. I don't know. So, I'm sharing this journey in hopes of helping somebody else. I know it seems like there's a lot of people that's going through this or that has been through this, and maybe it can help them make their decision. I did let the nurse know that I was a little bit disappointed that they waited until today, until after they had already had me prepped. They had already numbed my face and everything. To mention this SRT was never mentioned to me before. And, I had got this diagnosis a couple months ago. I could have already went through the radiation and be done with treatments. And now they're just telling me about it. So that's a little frustrating. So yeah. Anyway, that's why I didn't end up having it today. I will keep you all updated on my journey, and hopefully I made the right decision. But they did tell me after the 20th treatment, by doing the ultrasound, they could do a scrape and make sure that they got it all and that the radiation worked. So I guess one way or another, it will be gone. We'll be able to tell. She said they would do an ultrasound at every appointment to make sure it's not getting bigger and that it is shrinking. So at the time, I just felt like that was the best option. Anyway, I just wanted to give you all an update on what was going on and why I didn't go through with the surgery. I am still groggy from just taking the lowest dose, a half of Valium. So, yeah, I'll probably do a couple things, lay down, watch TV, and probably go back to sleep because I'm still a little out of it. So, anyway, hope you all are having a wonderful day. I'll probably run out to my garden here shortly and just check on it because I didn't get to go out this morning, and that's my happy place. So, anyway, talk to you later. Thanks.